Tell us about yourself. Who are you two?
My name is Amber. I just graduated high school. I'm 17. I'm from Connecticut, and I'll be an incoming freshman at MIT. I'm very interested in like business and startups right now, and that's something I want to explore in college.
I'm Tian. I'm also from Connecticut. I'm also 17. And I'm going to be an incoming freshman at Boston University, Questrom School of Business. So I'm very interested in like business and like management, stuff like that.
What got you two interested in business in the first place? Is there an origin story?
My parents own like their own restaurants, so I've definitely been like a part of like the business side of that, whether that's like designing their menus or like even working at the restaurant. So a lot of like business aspects.
For me, I never liked business like as a child. I always thought it was boring. But I was always like a very like innovative child. Like I would like go on side projects. And so I think like for me, like my passion in business is more on like the entrepreneur side. And that kind of like involves everything. So I'm always like open to exploring.
So you two are the co-founders of PRISIT. How did you two meet?
We met actually back in middle school. We became more close throughout our high school years, and we kind of just like we shared a lot of like interests and like similarities. I mean, we're both like Chinese, and we both of our parents have like restaurants, and like we're just really similar. So we like clicked instantly.
I remember like seventh grade, like you were on the same bus and I sit next to her. And it was really awkward the first few days because like we didn't know each other. But then so yeah.
What pushed you guys to want to become co-founders of something together? Like what was the alignment between you two?
I remember when I was 12 and I started like playing around with Canva and I really liked design. And then I took my first design class in freshman year. And then I didn't really like it because it was just very like limiting my creativity. And then I remember like I was like, Tiana, I want to start something. And then like we were talking about our interest in design and then it kind of started off like really small, but then it just like grew out of proportion. So
Yeah. I also feel like because it was like right before our sophomore year and we were like over the summer we did like nothing. We knew that we were gonna be like come so free. We didn't like have jobs or anything because we couldn't like work. So like we thought of like having PRISIT or like something that we could do in our free time, so that we wouldn't just be sitting at home doing nothing all day.
So let's dive into PRISIT then. Just give an overview.
PRISIT is basically a student owned, founded, whatever, graphic design organization that we started when we were 14. The main mission is to create free and accessible graphic design services to student entrepreneurs, but we've kind of expanded to like nonprofits as well. Like we've worked with nonprofits and created like social media posts and logos and website designs for them, like their like what they needed, like their services or their campaigns. We focus mostly on branding and design, and we've also helped like some like small businesses and accounts like create reels and like videos as well, but we mainly focus on like graphics, I'd say.
To add to like the origin of PRISIT, the name of it, it's like I thought of like the word prism, and you know, like in mathematical concepts, like prisms can mean like so many things, like rectangular, like squares. This is like kind of stupid, but just hear me out. Um, like squares or like triangles, and there's just so many different shapes, right? So I thought of like how we provide so many different services, like what Amber just talked about, and kind of like twisting the word prism. I like just replaced like the M with a T and just thought of like PRISIT instead. And that's kind of just how it was made. The name, it's kind of dumb, but I think it works. So
What part of your background drew you to settle on PRISIT as the idea?
We wanted to kind of run it like a business, and for past background this is very embarrassing, but I used to be like a kind of viral like Roblox influencer.
That's so funny. That's
Yeah, like I
hilarious.
would implement like making videos, like using that as my background, like kind of helping that grow. It was just that's just like my background personally.
yeah, similar to that, I would make like edits on TikTok. So like, yeah, like that kind of like helped me
We
with
both
PRISIT.
love like like posting on social media, creating content, and that's kind of because like not only do we offer like graphic design services now, we also like post a lot about like educational graphic design related content on Instagram and like sharing like important information to our audience. So that's kind of like our main two like services that we offer.
Why did you guys decide on helping student entrepreneurs and nonprofits as opposed to graphic design or anything else?
Well, mainly it's because a lot of like student entrepreneurs and nonprofits don't have like funding for what they want to create. Like a lot of nonprofits, especially like where I live, like they don't have a big brand presence on Instagram or any social media platform. And oftentimes like their graphics aren't like super high quality. And so if we were able to help them like with whatever their mission is, like that was kind of like what we were really passionate about.
How many total nonprofits slash student entrepreneurs have you guys helped?
I want to say like in terms of like, okay, well, like designs that we've made, I feel like it's around like 2,000 individual, but nonprofits, because we work with like a lot of like student organizations like long term. So like for like some clients we would create like hundreds of like designs just for them, versus some clients are like very short term. So I would say like it's like a range between, I would say like 200 to like 400 maybe, but we more so like count design wise, not like the amount of clients.
How did you two build it from 2 people to this entire organization system?
So I want to clarify that at our peak, we were almost at 10,000 followers, but there was a situation where we got hacked and it was really unfortunate. But I think that because, well, like for me, I didn't know how to run a Discord server like Tian did, so she like kind of created that like channel, and it's very similar to like the professional like app called Slack. And for a while we were thinking about moving to Slack because it was more professional, but because like our team members are like basically all our age, everyone had accessibility to Discord, so we stuck to that, and it's very efficient because you can like divide into different channels. And then as for like Instagram and building our following, it was very stagnant in the beginning. It wasn't until we started like implementing UGC content and reels that it really like grew. So we had like some videos that got like kind of viral, and I don't know, I think people just really followed us because we were like, while we were growing in followers, we were also growing in team members because a lot of people were hearing about us and applying to our team, and a lot of them were really, really talented, and so we were able to post more and more as a result, and so it just kind of like builds on top of each other, and then that's just how we kind of grew.
What do you think made it stand out?
I feel like because our services are free, and that's like definitely something that's stuck with like a lot of people, and I know that like other clients have recommended other people to us because we do free services and that we don't charge people at all, and that's something really important for, I guess, like a lot of people, is that they don't have to spend money to do something. They can just have like high schoolers who are ambitious and want to create something for them.
Yeah, because for us, it's kind of like a win-win situation. Like a lot of our designers like really love like what they're doing, and we're kind of giving them a platform to work in like freelancing at a younger age. And something else that I think really stands out about us is that like I think we're all just like so young, and so we have like a good understanding, good grasp of like what is like trendy, if that makes sense.
What was the biggest challenge you guys faced?
Balancing the academics and also PRISIT at the same time, because this was like throughout the whole school year, like 3 years of high school, especially junior and senior and even sophomore year. It was a lot, and just balancing and managing like time management, it was hard.
Yeah, my other challenge that I like to speak on is probably like thinking of ideas, thinking of different like things. Like for example, all of the content, all of like the posts we'd make, like sometimes it'd get really repetitive, like the type of post. So it's like thinking of new things we could use to push out our brand and our mission. Sometimes we were stagnant for a while on like clients, like we didn't get enough client requests, or we didn't get enough application requests. So it was just like, honestly, it was like a continuous grind. I'd say it's like one moment like we achieved a mark, and then suddenly we go stagnant, like have to like keep working.
What are your secret study tips, hacks, advice that you would give to a high school student right now?
I would say don't rely on caffeine, because I did that junior year. I had the worst and most traumatic like health issues with that. I recommend like people like to focus on actually understanding some like the concepts rather than memorizing it. Like definitely learning it, understanding it is so much more important than just pure memorization.
Cramming and like procrastinating kind of like honestly works for me.
Yes, me
Like,
too. Sometimes.
like I feel like if I like know that like I'll get it done no matter what, even if I have to stay up late at night, like I will get it done. And use like your free time or like your study halls like effectively, like efficiently. Actually do work during those times instead of like going on your phone or like watching TikToks and like maximize that time.
Also, it's like your teachers are your resources. There are so many resources out there. I know a lot of people like pay for tutors and like, but a lot of people can't afford that. Like YouTube is amazing. Like, people are open to help you on like Reddit, on Discord. Like there are people out there like willing to help you. Khan Academy. I remember
Organic English teacher tutor.
amazing. I don't know who he is, but he's amazing out there. Shout out.